We're on our way. Get your gun! That was Richard Elam. The dog's been sighted in the North Copse.
What have you done, Dad?
I knocked these off rushing. Get a chair and put them back for us, will you?
Yeah.
Like they were before, eh? Good riddance.
Over here, quick! Richard's been hit! What's happened? Accident! Someone's been hit! I'll call an ambulance. Ah, quicker to check him! I'll warn them you're coming.
How is he then?
Well, he's got a nasty wound to his shoulder, but it could have been much worse.
What's up with them? They're supposed to be experienced guns, aren't they?
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Well, when you do, you can tell him it was an illegal shoot.
That dog had been causing mayhem, Sarge. They must have felt that to take their chance.
I'm all for farmers sorting things out on their own land, provided they're not cack-handed about it. As it is, you've now got the job of writing a report.
Right, Sarge.
Where's my usual delivery man?
On holiday. What's up? What the boss do?
Well, that depends if you've got what I want.
Step inside, we'll see.
You're inhaling too much yeast, Cliff Dyson.
Right, what can I get you?
2 large white loaves, a small brown, 2 dozen baps, and a dozen Aidensfield buns, please.
Aidensfield buns? You're joking, right? You know we haven't had any for months.
What, your dad's still keeping the recipe to himself?
No, give over. I'm up to here with it. I've got all the buns.
I've tried them, Cliff. They're not the same, sorry.
Aye.
How's your dad doing at the Cedars?
Oh, up and down. Some days doesn't recognise either me or Frank. Others he's sharp as ever.
Oh, well. Catch him on a good day, maybe you'll get that recipe, eh?
Morning.
Ah, just the man. Be love and take them in. Ta.
What's he doing here?
He's helping me out.
Oh, aye. Out of what?
Pub work doesn't stop when the customers go home, you know.
Obviously not.
Ta-ra.
Where was Richard Elam?
Furthest gun that side.
Extreme right. So you got to here, then what?
We worked our way down.
Still in a line?
No, we started to come round on where we thought the dog were.
Like a circling movement?
I suppose, yeah.
Who saw the dog first?
Tom, well, he shouted first, then he rode.
Could you see the others?
No, there were trees and stuff in the road.
Well, you were where?
Furthest gun this side.
Well, how many of the others were visible from where you shot?
Oh, no idea.
You couldn't see Richard?
Weren't looking.
And where did you shoot from?
That rise. Well, thereabouts.
Right, well, thanks, Jeff. All right if I speak to Tom?
Yeah, the boss.
He's not too bad then.
No, considering. Cheerful, the Wall Sister said.
That's Richard.
You must have known him for a fair time.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
Nasty shock for everyone, though.
Damn dog jinxed us right to the end.
Jeff seemed quite shaken up by it.
Yeah, well, that's only partly to do with the shooting.
Oh?
That time of the year. The anniversary of Daniel's accident.
Oh, I'm sorry, I should have remembered.
6 years. I can cope now. Just about. And this one didn't give me much time to think anyway.
Oh, you done?
Yeah, for now. I'll need to speak to the others, see if they can explain what happened.
Oh?
Yeah, well, after talking to you and Jeff and seeing the place for myself, I still can't work it out.
Ah, well, if I could see accidents coming, there wouldn't be none, would there?
You know Richard Elam well?
Known him a while?
He's well liked round here, isn't he?
Pretty much, aye.
By you?
Never done me no harm.
What, do you know anybody that might want to do him harm?
No. Why?
Just asking.
Aye, well, I've said my piece, so I'd best get on.
What is it?
What?
Bad news?
It came this morning from my Uncle George. I half expected it, I suppose. The doctors have told him he's not going to be fit enough to come back to run the pub.
Whatever.
He's given up his licence. I feel so sorry for him. He wanted to come back to the pub more than anything.
So where does this leave you?
I don't know, Steve. Look, don't say anything till I've sorted something out.
No, of course not.
Yeah, Jeff Keane was on the tractor with Daniel on his knee. The ground was sloping a bit, but not enough to be a problem. Till they hit a dip and the tractor turned over. Well, Jeff escaped with bruising, but Daniel was thrown off and crushed.
How awful. They must have been devastated.
Yeah, it traumatised the whole village at the time.
Do they have any other children?
Yeah, another son about 3 years ago, and there's an older daughter.
Sorry I'm late.
That's all right.
I took Richard Elam's 2 girls to the hospital, then back to their grandmother's. Did Dad ring?
No,
No?
there's plenty of time.
I'd better check.
He'll call, Joe.
No, I have to check.
She, said she might commute daily from York. She mentioned it to you.
Yes. What did you say?
Well, I said she must do what she feels happiest with.
Hello, Dad. How are you?
What worries me is once she's there,
Can't find what?
she might feel she can't leave.
Look in the cupboard above the washing.
Well, I don't want to say anything or put pressure on her or anything.
You don't want to lose her, either.
Can't see for looking, I know, never mind.
About time.
You take a turn on the van, see how long it takes you.
I'll be back before this. What have you been selling? Bread or insurance?
I tell you what I haven't been selling. Those flaming buns you put on the van. There's only one bun customers want, and if you kept your trap shut, they could have had it.
You what? My trap?
Who else's?
It was you, threatening to leave.
And it was you who told the old man. It's his blessed bun brings customers in, Frank, and we out at Dyson's Bakery ain't worth a light. We'll just have to make a show of burying the hatchet and hope the old codger sees sense.
Now then, Bill, how you going? I'm all right, thanks. Who are you? Claude. Don't you remember me? Claude Greengrass.
You here to see me?
No, I've come to deliver a load of topsoil.
Well, somebody's coming to see me.
It'd probably be Frank and Cliff, won't it?
Frank and who?
Frank and Cliff, your sons.
Oh, well, you're here first, so come along inside.
No, I can't. I'm working. I'm on a job.
Job?
Yeah, I've got to unload this lot.
What is it?
I've told you, it's topsoil for the vegetable garden.
I haven't got a garden.
No, it's round the back. It's a big one.
Nobody told me.
No, they're probably trying to keep it a secret. No, it's round there. You can't miss it. Hey, what did I tell you? It's your lads. I better get on.
You're not going to leave me with them.
You can't get in here. Stay with your lads. Look, I've got some work to do. Bill, stop mucking about.
How's it going, Claude?
No, not too bad, Cliff.
And how's Dad? Has Matron put kettle on? Come on, then.
Is the old lad firing on one or all four today?
I didn't know who I was.
Aye, well, that's the way he is. Some days he could still be running the business. Others, he can't be trusted to cross the road. Weird.
Yeah.
Constable Rowan, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Sore, but among angels. Are you here to see me?
Yeah, I have to make a report on the incident.
Oh, that's a bum for you.
You part of the job?
Well, I'll help if I can, but there's not a lot to say. You've seen the cops?
Yeah.
There's a lot of tree cover, and I got too far round. It's my own stupid fault. Too eager. Been losing 2 lambs a week. Jeff Keane the same. Could have cost us dear if we'd have missed the chance.
So you got careless?
Over-eager, I said.
Right, but for the record, what happened?
Well, we went down into the copse. I was on the extreme right, which meant I was on the lower ground.
And the moment the shot was fired, could you see the other guns?
No idea. My eyes were fixed straight ahead.
Well, go on.
I heard Tom shout, raise my sights. Next thing, I was on the floor.
Do you think it was a direct hit or a ricochet?
Hard to say. Doesn't really matter. As I said, I was stupid.
And lucky. The doctors say 4 inches lower, that could have been fatal.
Somebody up there must love me.
Surprising, though. 7 experienced guns all making such a hash of it. I've drawn a plan.
No. If anyone made a mistake, it was me. No witch hunt, okay? However it happened, it was my fault.
You talked to everyone who was there?
Yes, Sarge, yeah, they all gave more or less the same story.
A stray bullet.
I just wondered, Sarge.
What?
Whether we should get ballistics to look at the guns. Find out which one fired the shot.
Well, does it matter? It's been agreed. Elam got himself into the line of fire.
Yeah.
But Elam agrees it was an accident, and there's nothing in here to prove otherwise. So wrap it up and forget about it.
Eat it, don't play with it.
I thought you liked it, David. Another cup.
No.
Jeff,
What?
I'll see you later.
Good lad. Hey, come on. Come on, Bobby. Hello, Claude.
Hello, Bill. What are you doing here?
Visiting.
Visiting? Visiting who?
You barn pot. Aren't you going to let me in?
Oh, yeah, come on. How'd you get here?
I itched it.
Itched it? Do they know you're out?
Weren't you I spoke to t'other day?
Yeah, why?
Somebody said it were. My memory's been playing me tricks. What you doing tonight?
Why, do you want to take me out? No, nothing really, just falsifying a few of me counts as usual. Why? Cliff and Frank are probably only trying to do the best for you, you know, Bill.
If you think that, then you know nought. There's only one thing they want to do with Dyson Bakery, and that's to destroy it.
Destroy it how?
By splitting it down the middle.
Well, if they're not getting on much, it's probably for the best. I mean, it's not the end of the world, is it?
It's the end of my world, all I've built up. Those little toe rags. They'd rather smash it up than rub along together. I think this drink's going to my head.
Probably a bit out of practice. Mind you, I tell you something, you're speaking more sense with it than you were with out.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get away.
Doesn't matter. You're here now.
I like your dress.
Thank you. I'll collect some glasses.
That's ambitious of you. So how did it taste? Well, you're obviously a natural, Dad.
You all right, Mr. Dyson?
Champion.
Good. When are we going to get some of the Maidensfield buns again?
When Frank and Cliff stop fighting.
Oh, wait until I see them.
This recipe, Bill, you've got it somewhere safe, have you?
Safest place there is Claude.
How was he?
Bit down, I think. But he's cooked himself a proper meal.
Progress?
He's never done a thing in the kitchen. It was always Mum's job.
Well, yeah, it would be.
I think I better go back there this weekend. Give him a hand. I can't help this, Nick.
No.
I'm relying on you to stay cheerful. Did you finish the report on the shooting?
Yeah, well, the paperwork at least.
What do you mean you don't think it is finished?
Well, lots of jobs get left in the air.
And you can't shake this one off.
Night.
Night, love. Jeff.
No.
Can you check on David as you go by? I shan't be long myself.
You're a gentleman, Claude. That's why I've listened to what you said. And what you said made me think.
What about?
My secret recipe. I mean, supposing I did forget it. Supposing it didn't come back to me again. It's gone, ain't it?
It's been gone all right.
Dyson's original Aidensfield bun. Gone forever. So, I've written it down.
Written it down where?
On this beer mat. I want you to keep it safe for me, Claude.
Thanks.
Are you all right? You've been looking worried to death since you got that letter.
Yeah. Well, it came as a bit of a shock.
Is there anything I can do?
You've been a great help already.
I can do more.
Your dad's bad-mouthing me as it is.
Forget him. I keep my own time. And I prefer to spend it here, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
Anyone serving?
The nearest pub's 5 miles away. He'll wait.
Nick,
Yeah?
suppose a policeman's wife hears something in confidence which might help an investigation.
Policeman's wife, eh?
It's a hypothetical question.
What, you mean personal loyalty against public duty?
Yeah?
Well, it depends how serious it is. Is this a practice or for real?
I promised not to say anything. I didn't think it was important at the time.
What is it?
Well, it'll be obvious that I told you.
Well, if it's serious, then you should.
When I took Richard Elam's 2 girls to hospital, Sheila Keane was with him.
Well, go on.
Well, we arrived outside normal visiting times and seemed to surprise her. Anyway, she asked me not to tell anybody that I saw her there.
Or did she say why?
She said that if Jeff found out, he might be funny about it.
Hi, Cliff. I had a drink with your dad last night.
He can't have. He's not allowed drink.
I know, well, he got out somehow and turned up at my place.
Matron never called me.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm done. I took him for a quick and then I took him back. Mind you, he seemed a bit anxious about his recipe for Aidensfield buns ending up in the wrong hands.
All right.
So he gave it to me.
You what?
Well, with his memory going and coming, you know, he probably thought he'd like to get somebody he could trust to take care on it.
You? You've got his recipe?
Yeah.
Show me.
Well,
Show me.
it's a bit difficult.
You're a liar, Claude.
Am I? Well, it's no good taking any notice of me then, is it?
Oh, hold on. Look. Prove it, and we could talk.
What about?
About returning it to its rightful owner.
Oh, and who might that be?
Me, you daft bat.
What about your brother Frank?
Forget Frank. Not a word to him.
Somebody up there must love him.
That's what he said. He seemed well, itching to be discharged.
It would be. Takes a lot to make him miss a Sunday service.
You go to chapel?
Whenever I can, yeah.
Jeff too?
No.
How long have you known him?
Richard? 10 years or so.
And he's been a good neighbour?
Of course. I'm we to him.
Well, especially after Daniel's death.
The same as he'd help anybody. He's a good man.
How did he help Jeff?
In practical ways.
Farm labour, machinery and so on.
Rather than with readings from the Bible.
When a child dies, you either lose your faith or find it. I found it.
Did Jeff resent that?
Of course not. He was grateful. Pleased I found a way of coping.
The morning of the shooting, I know it was the anniversary of Daniel's accident, but could anything else have been troubling Jeff?
I don't think so.
You hadn't quarrelled?
Quarrelled? No. Did he say something?
No.
Then why ask? Are you trying to pin the blame for this on Jeff?
I'm just trying to get to the truth of what happened.
It was a stupid accident. Richard already said so.
Did he?
Well, didn't he?
The surgeon removed a .22 caliber bullet from Richard's shoulder. This gun fires that caliber.
Same as others. So what?
Look, Sheila, the last thing I want is to blame anybody for an accident.
Then leave it, can't you? Don't you think Jeff's carrying enough guilt as it is?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
If you know any reason why Richard could have been a target, you must tell me. Because next time it might be too late.
Take the gun.
I'm sorry?
Take the gun.
What's going on?
I came for your gun.
What for?
All we need to send it to ballistics.
Oh.
Sheila didn't think you'd object.
No point, is there?
We'll get it back to you as soon as possible.
As you like. You'll be taking Tom's the same?
Yeah. Right. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, Frank.
What are you doing here?
Oh, in the area, I thought I'd give you the pleasure of my presence.
Oh, aye. Well, we don't encourage spectators. Hygiene and security, you see. And we wouldn't want any trade secrets going AWOL now, would we?
No, but you left it a bit late for that, haven't you, Frank?
How do you mean?
I've got something that might interest you at a price.
Blessings, they say, come in disguise. And maybe this was one. It's very easy to leave too little time for prayer. So while I was in hospital, I cleared the backlog of things I had to say to our Lord. That did more for me than medicines ever could. They have wonderful drugs now to cure the sick. But remember, the most powerful medicine of all is the power of prayer. I certainly felt the force of your prayers. And I hope all of you share that feeling with me, of being held in one another's love and fellowship. In that way, we can all be the Lord's messengers, bringing comfort and love in times of need.
I told you we had a lift with Josie.
What's Roman doing here?
I don't know.
Thank you, Simon. I'll do the rest. Will you be seeing Jo soon?
Yeah.
Tell her I haven't forgotten about the school lectern.
Well, I'm sure she knows that.
And how can I help you, Mr. Rowe?
We're having a gun examined by ballistics.
Why?
We think it will confirm who shot you.
I've already said I want the matter forgotten.
Until the next time.
Next time?
How would you describe your relationship with Sheila Keane?
As a good friend.
Nothing more?
Sheila and Jeff have been friends of mine for over 10 years.
But you're closer to her than to him.
I see more of Sheila because she comes here, that's all.
You helped her particularly after the death of their son, I understand.
I tried to help them both.
In different ways.
They're very different people. Sheila was desperate to talk. Jeff never could.
Well, could he have mistaken your friendship with Sheila for something else?
Can we cut this short? What you mean is, did I take advantage of a vulnerable woman and abuse the trust of a friend?
Well?
For pity's sake. What are you trying to do? Stir up bad blood where there is none? If Jeff Keane thought he had a reason to shoot me, he'd have done it 6 years ago.
There you go. Oh, cheers, mate.
Ron, is that you?
Yes, Sarge?
In here, now. Mr. Elam called earlier. He was wondering how much longer he has to put up with your harassment.
He said that?
No, but that's what he meant.
Look, I'm more convinced than ever that he was shot deliberately.
By Jeff Keane?
Yes, Sarge.
Really? Then you're in for a disappointment. Ballistics have just phoned and they told me that bullet wasn't fired from Keane's gun.
See, this is where Elam fell. The dog was shot just here. I'll take up Keane's position. See what you think. Right. I'm Keane. Elam. Dog. What do you think?
Oh, come in, Claude.
Something smells nice.
They've just come out.
Right, heck. They look good enough to eat, do they?
I'll say. So who's going to have the honour?
Don't worry, I've got that sorted.
Spotted an opening, have you?
Something like that.
Perhaps you ought to leave a couple for Nick to try.
You're joking. These are going to be tested by a palate that hasn't been poisoned by police tea.
There's someone waiting to see you.
Where?
Over there.
Frank? Bit parky, innit? I thought we got over the worst.
Sit down.
What's up?
How much?
What for?
For the recipe.
Oh, well, it's a bit difficult, you see, because it's sort of held in trust.
Don't play the flaming oil can with me. How much?
I'm telling you the truth. It's not easy. I mean, shouldn't your brother Cliff be here?
No, and he's not gonna be. Seeing as you're so shy, Claude, there's my offer. In writing. I'm going to the gents. When I come back, I want an answer.
Thought I'd find you here.
Cliff.
Someone sitting there?
Not at the moment, no.
What are you having?
I'm sorry, I was just going.
Sit down, sit down.
The proof was in the pudding, Claude. What do you want?
What do you mean?
For recipe.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with it.
I came here to see you. Sit down. Come with an offer. Exclusive, no mention to Frank.
Right.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
I'll deal with it later.
I want an answer now.
Yeah, but...
What's up?
I'm sorry, I've got to go.
It's the game.
It's my business.
Oh, I don't think so, Cliff. I think it's mine.
Does he know?
You
Trouble, I think.
Oh no, it's the Dysons.
Yeah, you stay there, Sergeant.
No, Cliff. Come on.
Give me a call when you know what train you're catching back.
Bit of a coincidence, you two dropping in here before we could call on you.
It were now but a family tiff, and we pay for damage.
So you said. What are you doing here?
Well, he's stolen our dad's recipe, hasn't he?
Got him drunk and whipped it.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Dad's not allowed to drink when he's on the tablets. Greengrass must have known that.
He said he was seen writing something down.
Yes, on a beer mat.
a beer mat. Well, as far as I'm aware, lads, there's no law against accepting recipes from a drunk.
I should be better off without you. You take a pride in making me blue. I'm telling you, my friend, it's got to be the end with you. I told you time and time again. You told me you was just a friend, but I found out some way. I've seen him every day with you. 'Cause you never treat me tenderly. You got no reason for leaving me. 'Cause I can't leave you alone. 'Cause I knew from the start you'd be tearing me apart sooner or later.
Come on, lad, it's all yours. There we are. Good boy. Just gonna go for a little walk. Not too far. Oh, lovely. Just gonna go on a little journey. Marvellous. Good boy, sit down. That's lovely. And off we go.
You kept it?
I know. I know.
You promised me, Sheila.
I know, I'm sorry. I needed to keep something down through the bad days. I just needed it, Richard.
All right. Let's think. He's gone away for the day.
Yeah.
Come over. We'll decide what to do.
All right. I'm so sorry, Richard.
All right. Talk when you get over here. I'll be in the barn all morning.
Who is this?
Just listen. Jeff Keane just fetched a gun. It were in a wall.
A wall?
It were hidden in wall.
Is that Tom? Tom?
Give us the recipe, and we give you the dog. What do you expect me to do about that?
What do you think? A bit of coppering? I mean, that's the same as kidnapping, isn't it?
Like you kidnapped Bill Dyson?
You're talking about he came to me looking for a bit of solace.
Aye, and drink.
When he gave me that recipe, he were as sane as you and me are. Well, having said that...
Why did he do it, then?
Because he didn't want Frank or Cliff to have it.
Is that why you've been conducting a Dutch auction between them?
You're wasting valuable time. My dog's at risk. Come on, go ahead and do something about it.
What sort of a risk?
Dysons do make meat pies, Sarge.
Ah, flaming hell.
Well, it strikes me that muck could be anywhere by now, couldn't it, Bellamy? I'm not alerting Interpol while you've got the answer at your fingertips.
Richard.
Sheila, get out!
Richard.
Out!
Leave him.
Jeff.
Get away from him.
Jeff, please.
Shut up! You knew where to find him then. That's where you do it.
Do what?
It's a bit rough. Or is that how you like it?
What are you talking about?
Shut up! That's it. Friend, mate, preacher, my pal, the preacher man.
Please.
I trusted you,
Please, Jeff.
and I trusted you.
For God's sake.
God, well, don't bring him into it. I've had enough of him. Did he tell you to write that letter? Did he tell you to take my wife? Hey?
No.
You don't understand.
Read it! Or did you know it off by heart? How long's this been happening?
Nothing's happening.
I'm not asking you.
What there was over years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to you, it's the truth.
Mr. Elam?
What about David?
What about David?
Is he mine?
Jeff, this is insane.
Is he mine?
Yes. Of course he's yours. Please, Jeff, stop this now.
Oh, I'll stop it, all right. There's a bullet for all of us. You first. You lying, cheating, sermonising boss!
Jeff.
You keep out of this. Keep back!
Put the gun down.
Please, Jeff. We had enough tragedy. It was 6 years ago.
Stop there. One more step and he's dead.
I didn't mean it to happen. I needed you.
Liar!
I couldn't reach you. I had nowhere to go, nobody to hold.
Kill my boy. Wasn't I punished enough?
It was an accident.
Or the will of God, you mean, for which we give thanks?
Don't do this.
I was there. I killed him.
No, Jeff.
One moment is ever against my chest.
Don't.
The smell of his hair.
I love you, Jeff. Believe me, please. Your family loves you.
Someone to see you. Not one of his better days, I'm afraid. I'll go and organise a tray of tea.
Thank you, matron. Mr. Dyson?
Hello?
You were told about our visit.
Was I? What have I done?
It's nothing to worry about.
Is it an accident? I do have one or two. They're very good about it here.
No. We're here to see you get your recipe back.
Oh.
Here now, Sarge.
All right, where's my dog?
You first.
You gotta be joking. Come on, let's be seeing him.
What's he say about the dog? The recipe first. They don't allow dogs. They make a mess.
We've cleared it, sir.
What, the mess?
Look, let's get on with this. Give me the recipe, Greengrass. And now the dog.
Remember, if you've copied this with the intention of cheating us, next time we'll kidnap you and let the dog decide.
Very amusing. Come on, son. Come on, you good lad. Come on. And if I find out wrong with him, you two had better brace yourselves.
Right, you got the recipe, he's got the dog, everyone's happy.
I chose this instead of the dog.
Give us strength.
We wouldn't have had all this palaver if you two weren't scrapping all the time. Now, if you'd shake hands and agree to carry on the family tradition, that recipe could still be yours. Well?
There you are. That wasn't so hard, was it?
What do you think, Mr. Dyson?
Yeah.
Oh, very moving.
Here we are, gentlemen.
Oh, buns. Very nice.
And delicious, too. Cook made them to Mr. Dyson's own very special recipe.
That's marvellous. It's mine. I've got it. Hey, no, you can no, hang on. I don't think you told me. No, right.